Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of On the Paint Table. It's my weekly show about what I got done, what I'm working on, and what is coming up. So this week, man, I painted up more space stuff, all kinds of like sci-fi stuff. I finished a whole bunch of Necrons, including the stuff listed under the new Combat Patrol box. In the Leviathan rulebook, I painted up, or I started to get painted up, and next week you're going to see my first attempt at painting videos. You guys asked for them forever. I thought the Leviathan box was a good excuse to do it, and I painted up the beginnings of my Combat Patrol for the Space Marines, and yeah, you'll see those videos Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week. The 3 units that are getting done. So let's see what I've done and what is coming up. So first things first, the done pile. Here is the stuff that was just base coated last week, all finished. So I painted up Scorpionator. He's my my Scorpec Lord and his bodyguard of Scorpec destroyers. Super fun. You saw last week the base coat of these guys. It's lead belcher spray, washed with some blazing orange with a bit of gloss varnish and water in it, and then dry brushed again with some scale 75 thrash metal. Then I went through with, I think, Old Lich Purple, but Ulthuan Blue for the blades, some black wash. I red inked all of the glowy bits, and then went back over that with a bit of blazing orange and yellow. Just finished them off, gloss varnished everything, and then it was Ulthuan Gray, I believe. No, Blue Horror, blended up to white for all the face masks. Same exact thing on all of them. That's the nice thing. The only thing different on the Lord is that I used a little bit of bronze, mixed some turquoise into a wash to throw in there, just to give him a bit of like different coloration, and then a little bit of like extra detail on the base and stuff as well. My Canoptic Doomswalker, this is Big Gun Man, same exact principles. That's the nice thing about Necrons. They're like Space Marines. You can paint them basically from one base coat up, big colors to small colors. I think the thing I had the most fun painting though is my Chronomancer. I really like his just his stuff. So I put a little bit of like pinks and turquoises in there too, just to kind of like break up all of the bronze and the rust marking. I wanted them to have a real sort of like ancient aliens, elder gods, you know, sort of look to them. I really take to the idea that these are Cthulhu androids, right? Like these are Lovecraftian androids. They've had like a million-year-old society. They've basically lived longer than all the other races combined. And they're slowly waking up and taking back the galaxy because they're not afraid of the Tyranids, because they're the only ones that don't have to be. The Tyranids, they could just basically go to sleep and avoid. Maybe. We'll see. So that's all done. A unit of warriors, 2 units of scarabs, some Scorpec destroyers, Scorpec Lord, and the Canoptic Doomwalker, or Doomstalker. And then finally my my Chronomancer. Got a few more things planned for them, but I broke the back of what wasn't painted. And that means I've got some Combat Patrol and some like small point games coming up. And as promised, this week I kicked off painting Leviathan. So I did 2 test models, which I made videos for. You guys are always asking me to share my painting process, so I figured I would make how to paint Ultramarines, the way I paint my Ultramarines video, for the Infernus Marines, yeah, I think that's what they're called, and the Terminator Squad. So those 2 first videos are painted. I'm going to go through the rest of the models that are in the Combat Patrol, and also give you like a how would I do the Tyranids probably around the end of the week video as well, because Chris is painting the Tyranids for some games coming up soon. But I got these guys painted up, and yeah, you can watch on Monday. You'll see the first of those videos of that process. And that video will also go over the fact that I built a project box. Whenever I do a big project like this where I'm painting a bunch of stuff at the same time, I build a project box and put aside everything. You'll see that video on Monday with more about it. But I also assembled, primed, and started work. As I was waiting for stuff to dry on the Terminators, I did all the base coats and washes on the rest of the Terminator Squad. And I got all of my airbrushing finished with Green Stuff World Gloss Surface Primer and Cobalt Blue, which is what that shiny blue metallic is, as my base tones. So there you go, another week's painting done as promised. Another 28 models painted, another project week, but that's what summer release time is all about. And I got lots more to do, so you'll see what gets done next Saturday. Till then, I'm Ash. Have a good night. Hey there, I hope you enjoyed that video. There are tons of other games already recorded for you to watch. Click over to my channel page if you haven't already, and have a look through the dozens of playlists full of videos. I guarantee you'll discover a game you haven't seen played before. I put out new videos 7 days a week, and every day is themed to a different genre as I continue to explore the wider world of gaming. Of course, none of that's possible without you, the viewer, so click a like and subscribe if you'd like to stay on top of what's happening here daily.
My 2 kids and I are massively grateful to be able to have the flexibility of this job so I can always maximize my time with them. If you want to support me continue to put out this content, it's only possible because of my amazing backers on Patreon who support the studio, equipment, and model cost, as well as being how I make the bulk of my living. You can also help out by buying a t-shirt through Spreadshirt, a measuring gauge or widget from Death Ray Designs, or buying one of my games and supplements like Last Days, Gamma Wolves, and Blaster. As a way of showing my appreciation, patrons get early access to new games and supplements that I write throughout the course of the year. Huge thanks for watching, it really does help out, and happy gaming.